What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Tazzz and Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? What is good? This is Tazzz with Tazzz and Philly. This is the second episode of our comedy podcast. The gentleman chosen is funny as hell. Mark Normand. I forget the first time I heard him. I think I was just maybe perusing YouTube actually and saw like one of his shorts or whatever. I'm gonna sound like a broken record. I seem to be saying this a lot, but hey, it applies. It's all about the delivery of a message, and that goes with comedy and in your regular life. But so back to comedy, Mark Norman, the way he approaches jokes and the way his pacing of the words, his sentences, and in the look on his face and just the overall delivery of his message is just stellar. Like the man just cracks me up, just thinking about him. So I wish him continuous success. I've seen him many times on different skits and shows. Never had the privilege of seeing him in person. Hopefully that'll happen one day soon. But this is 10 minutes of Mark Normand. And I don't know if I've seen this one. When it comes to these particular videos, there's so many different ones out there and stuff. I can't really say if I've seen it. I won't know until I press play if maybe he says some material I may have heard before. But nonetheless, it's always a joy. I've never seen a skit or episode from him and was not laughing in some way. So hope you enjoy. So the podcasts for comedy are a lot different than we do our music videos. There is no ass or pass. There's no thumbs up. There's no thumbs down. We will periodically stop these because you don't get immersed in a comedy skit like you do a video for music. In music, we don't stop because we get immersed, but here we will. So enjoy. Same thing applies as far as support anybody that we react to. They all deserve some love. If you like Mark Normand, please go to all the information I'll provide in the description and like and comment to him and subscribe to his channel. So without further ado, let's give you 10 minutes of Mark Normand.
I told an abortion joke recently, and a woman approached me. She was like, hey, that's very insane.
Already, I haven't heard that, but what a way to start off your 10 minutes. Like, abortion and joke, you wouldn't think that they go together, but I'm excited to see how Mark's going to go with this. So he's just daring, he's out there. So what a way to start off. Start off with a bang.
Sensitive. I've had an abortion. You shouldn't tell jokes like that. I was like, whoa, hey, sorry, I just told a joke. I think what you did was much worse. We hate to admit it, we've come a long way. Like in the 50s, we had whites only and blacks only water fountain, which is incredibly sad, especially if you're a thirsty Asian. So quiet, so secure, Asians. Every other group's got a brag and boast. Every group's got a slogan. Black people, I'm black and I'm proud. White people, white power. Hispanics, ay. Not an Asian. Asian just head down, grades up. That's it. Asians are the best. You never hear about Asian crime. Never. If I was an Asian guy, I would just start mugging people and be like, hey, it's my word against yours.
Boy, I hate flying. That's the worst part about this gig. I hate flying. I like a train. Give me an Amtrak any day. I love a train. Trains have such low self-esteem, No bag check, no security. It's almost like they want a terrorist.
Wow.
I love it. I hate flying. Flying is so high maintenance. Flying's like a high maintenance chick. Like, you want to get inside me, got to get here an hour early, take your shoes off, and do a body scan. You're like, Jesus Christ. Come on. Train's like a fat chick. Like, get a beer, get in here.
It's wrong to laugh, but you gotta laugh.
Racism, it's alive and well, man. I was just down in Knoxville, Tennessee. You guys ever been there?
No.
What a shithole. Holy hell. They are 30 years behind over there. You ever go to a town so small they're still racist towards certain white people? You know?
Wow.
They're like, hey, watch out over there. That's where the dirty Irish live. I was like, Jesus Christ. Wow, you guys haven't made it to black people yet?
Wow.
And again, these are all jokes. Take it easy. I'm not racist. I look at racism the same way I look at Nickelback. You know? Yeah, you know, it's fun to joke about, but you never want to see it live.
He's so on the cusp of like going there, and then sometimes he'll just go there. So like, who in the world would think of that type of comparison? But it's funny. Like you have to even laugh, and I'm laughing. So
And you're like, it's the 5th one this week.
Yeah, dude.
Like
They
a
love
black
it.
girl?
Yeah.
What?
That's what you don't know this?
No, I'm not on the apps.
You don't know-
I'm
have
not
you ever
on
dated
Black
a-
People Meet.
No, dude. It's on Tinder. Do you ever date like a black nerd?
No, never. I've never dated a black. I've banged a few, but I never dated.
Really?
Yeah.
Personal choice, or is that like circumstance? Is that like hard line?
I just never. I don't want to date anybody, but
Sure,
they never
sure.
pursued. So if the girl's like, "We have to date now," I'm like, "All right." We
Yeah,
gotta
I hear what
date."
you're saying. Yeah.
But a black
Makes
chick was
sense.
never like, "Hey, call me."
Exactly.
Yeah.
You never got called.
Yeah. But I've banged a few, and that was great and terrifying. But never dated. What do
Yeah.
you talk about? Cosby? He's
married.
damn. Hey, how about that? Cliff and Claire Huxtable. That's funny.
To a black lady.
What?
Yeah, I'm married to a
This
black
What's
is
lady.
his
that like?
second black wedding.
Second black?
Yeah.
Marriage.
What?
I'm trying to add the extra word every time Norman says
Yeah,
black.
lady.
Tell me everything.
Like, dude, that like whenever I see women, I shudder. Like sometimes I just look at them like, what the fuck? I'm like,
How powerful.
I'm sorry, man. You guys just kick so much.
But didn't you
fucking
have
ass,
that
dude.
experience when she gave birth though? You watch your wife. Isn't that the one
Yeah,
thing? That's the
that's
one
pretty
thing that
nuts.
guys usually switch over and they're like they are strong.
That was
Yeah.
insane. Well, it was like I was crying.
You saw it?
Well, I was on the other end because it was like the
The face end.
the baby had the umbilical cord around her neck, so they had to do the old fucking
Oh,
open
lynching.
it up. Yeah, open it up. Yeah, they had it 3 times. I had it, dude.
Sorry.
I had 3. I had it too.
Comedy podcast.
I had it.
Damn.
Are you married?
No, single.
Virgin?
Of course, yeah.
I can't imagine. I bet you'd be great in bed. You're ripped. And you
I
got the
don't-
best hairline in podcasting.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tried yet, so we'll have to see.
All right, well, let me know. Pretty big hog on you? Yeah, I could see you packing a crazy tool downtown.
That matters to girls.
Apparently, yeah. That's all I hear about.
What was that all about? If you know any about that skit, like why was Mark Norman talking to a virgin about his dick? I don't know, but it was funny nonetheless. Wow, I've never seen that skit before.
That Alexa's tricky. I read an article recently. It said Alexa actually listens to everything you say, stores it in a database, could use it against you later. It's like, damn, just like a real woman.
Facts. Shit.
Now I'm all nervous. Like, hey, Alexa, what's the weather out there? She's like, why don't you ask Siri? Oh, boy. Yeah, it's got to be hard to be a kid now. I feel bad for kids. So much stimulus coming at kids. iPhone, internet, social media. Remember how happy-go-lucky we were as kids? Not a care in the world. Maybe run to the car. Shotgun. That was like the biggest problem in my life. Shotgun. Yeah, I never see kids doing that anymore. The only time a kid yells it out now is in a classroom. Whoa. Magic Johnson's still living.
Crazy.
He beat Kobe.
He keep.
All right, unlike him, that joke landed. All right.
Ooh,
We're having fun.
I don't know about that one.
Thanks for having
We
me.
appreciate you coming on, dude. It took too long.
Oh, hey, you got big guy. I mean, you're slumming after Rogan.
You're number 2.
I'll take it.
Not bad.
No fanny pack and no N-word scandal. All right.
So welcome here into the studio. It's good to have you
Hey,
here.
good to be here. It's a pleasure. I'm a little hungover, a little gay, but just glad to be here with you, sister.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm very happy to be here with you too.
All right.
I-
Sorry, just hiding my erection. But
He said that on regular live prime time. Look at the look on her face, like, oh my god, we're on camera, we're on daytime. Oh my god, he cracks me up. He like has no filter almost, which I love it. He does stuff that I won't. I'll do shit like that, but it depends. Like, I wouldn't do it if I was on prime time, and I don't know, but he will.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. Bought my place. I own a piece of the Rock in Manhattan. It's the only thing my parents have been proud of that I've done. I've done The Tonight Show, Conan, Colbert, Comedy Central, but when I bought my apartment, that's when they actually started answering my phone calls. But hey, that's why I'm a comedian, because I got to get love somewhere. Oops, sorry, is that a Me Too? All right.
So, but for you, you're young. So getting into this business
Black
and
don't crack.
getting into this business and
She lost her train of thought. Black don't crack. He's too much. Oh my god.
I'm 35, not that young. But, not on the Viagra yet. Or am I? Who knows? I like to snort it. I read a news article about obesity. They said they're thinking about putting microchips in obese people's brains. It shocks them every time they think about food. I was like, if we have that kind of technology, I feel like we should be using that on pedophiles.
Listen, I am 6'5", 375-ish pounds. So, like, if there's something that shocks me when I just think about food, flatline. That's all I'm saying. Like, oh my god, like, Philly will tell you, I think about food often. I even use it sometimes unknowingly in how I describe music when we do music reactions. So that's something I have to be like a hard pass on. Like, a microchip that shocks me when I even think about food, pass. Oh my god.
Files. Why are we wasting that technology? I feel like we should be using that on pedophiles.
Go back a minute.
Think about food.
There we go.
I was like, if we have that kind of technology, I feel like we should be using that on pedophiles. Why are we wasting that on chubs? I don't care about your candy intake. I'm worried about your candy output. Priorities, people. Eat all the cupcakes you want. Just don't touch Little Debbie.
The other day's story about that resource officer who arrested the 6-year-old girl and the 8-year-old boy.
Yeah.
He has officially been fired.
Yeah, of course, because he's dumb.
Wait, what'd he do?
So
Arrested a
this
6-year-old.
Huh? Oh, I didn't know that was
for having a
possible.
temper tantrum.
Boy, he looks identical to Cleveland.
He does.
On Family Guy.
He's just not smart. You got to get that guy out of there.
You don't have a mustache like
He's
that.
going to do something even more stupid.
Yep. Wait, are we on?
We're on.
Oh, geez. All right. Well, I almost said a horrible slur. All right. Thank God I asked. My balls are so long. I got it's all ugly, and my balls are brown and weird.
What?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
I think wear and tear. I think I've just beat it up and thrown it around so much it's turned.
Yeah.
It's like elbow grease. Your elbow's a little darker. You know.
True, yeah.
And I think it's just like that. It's just stretched and yanked and twisted.
Well, yeah. What are you? Look like you're like Turkish.
Like Iranian, possibly Iranian.
True. What? You ever do a 23andMe?
I've gotten Cuban. I had never have. I'm too scared. But I think part Sicilian, part French.
Why are you scared?
I don't want to get some black in me. No, I'm just joking. Don't
Write
call
that
the
down.
missus. I don't know. Then you gotta have kids. Ooh, kids are scary. I like babies. Babies are fun. You know why babies are great? Because they're not evil yet. There's a million douchebags out there, but you never assume that baby will become one. Isn't that nice? That's why no one ever goes up to a pregnant woman, rubs her belly, and goes, ooh, this one's gonna suck. No, it's all up. It's all potential. It's all positive. Oh, it's kicking. Might be a pro soccer player. Right? It's never like, oh, it's kicking. Might hit his wife. Flew here from New York. Man, I hate flying. You know, they let you pick your seat on a plane. I think I'd rather pick the person I'm sitting next to. I don't really give a shit where I am on the plane. It's like a 5-hour relationship. Make it more like a dating app. Obese Nazi with a service dog? Swipe left. Okay. Tiny Asian lady with a surgical mask? That's my gal. Yes, she is not a talker, right? But just like a dating app, she shows up with a baby. I'm like, I got catfished.
Hand jobs or drinking?
Drinking. Hand jobs I can get rid of in a second.
Okay.
You ever had a good one?
Hand job?
Well, your ex was...
This is a good show. Something's Burning. Oh my god, I forget the guy's name. It's his show, but yeah, it's really good. If you remember the name, check out some episodes or put it in the comments. I totally forget that guy's name, but he's had some funny comedians on here while he's cooking, and Mark Norman is one of them. The funniest one, Mark Norman was on there with I think it's Jessica Kirkland. I think her last name is Keelan, something like that. She's a brunette comedian. She's lesbian, and she has this part where she turns around and has her back to the audience. And she's like, "I don't think they like you, Jessica." I can't think of her last name, but she cracks me the hell up. Also, she was on there once with the same time Mark Norman was on that show, and I literally almost pissed my pants. And that's not even an exaggeration. I had to pause it and go to the bathroom. It was just a hot mess. So those two together, Jessica, I think it's Kirkland, Jessica and Mark together is like laugh dynamite. So, oh my God. So I just had to tell you that. I forget the name of the guy from the show. But anyway.
This was pretty good. But I had a weird childhood.
How so?
Well, let's see. My dad got a wild hair up his ass and bought a mansion, dilapidated mansion in a poor black neighborhood. So first of all, the house was fucked. We barely had running water. It was, we'd have family meetings like, all right, go shit at school. Don't shit here. We need the water. And then my dad started running out of money, so he made the back half of bed and breakfast, like old style bed. So my mom's whipping up pancakes at 8 a.m. and I'm like, can I get one? She's like, blow me, dick. Eat a bowl of Cheerios, you cunt. And yeah, check me out. Come see me live before I kill myself. So please.
Okay. Always run it to the end because I never want to stop somebody's hustle, somebody's marketing, because I know what that's like. I have marketing too. So yeah. Hopefully you laughed at this. If hopefully you've heard of Mark Norman, or if you're not, hopefully this happened to be the first time you've heard of him. That would be really, really cool. If you saw him for the first time on this channel, that'd be really, really cool. Support him, please, if you like him. Keep comedy thriving and surviving, just like some of the underdogs of music. He's getting more and more popular. I don't know if he's necessarily has a status yet of top notch, although I think he should be. He might be there. I don't think he's more underdog. I think more and more people are hearing about him and stuff, but I'm not 100% sure. But I just like his delivery and his style. He takes chances. He says some stuff that's kind of borderline, but it's funny as hell. Sometimes you just have to laugh. If you have to laugh, let it out. Laughter heals a lot of wounds. Laughter and music, two powerful things that help heal people or motivate people or whatever. So that's why it was decided to give it a chance on this channel, because we like the fact that music helps people in some way, but comedy does too. So yeah, let us know in the comments what you think about it, what you like. Give us any other suggestions of any maybe any other Mark Norman skits that you want us to check out, or other comedians. This comedy podcast is going to be full of episodes of various comedians. It doesn't necessarily stay on one, because by the time you see this, you'll notice there'll be two, and each one is two different comedians. So, but this whole podcast is how they have it is there's several episodes under a name. So under the comedy podcast name will be several episodes of comedians or comedians, which is what I call female funny people. So yeah. All right. Well, this is Tazzz from Tazzz in Philly. Thank you so much. Hope you laugh. Take it easy and keep it breezy.